Hello, you're listening to No Kids, No Pain. I'm Romina Puma.
And I'm Luca Cupani, and this podcast is about the choice of being child-free.
Each week we will explore the topic of choosing not to have kids.
And we would love to hear from you too.
If you decide to be child-free,
Don't feel guilty, this is the podcast for you.
and if you have kids,
Here's what you're missing out. Hello Romina!
hello Luca.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, I'm happy, there's the sun, so we feel good.
Yeah, for 5 minutes.
Yeah, but and I was thinking also we're getting closer to this not holiday season, but in the calendar there are some times where there are bank holidays or summer festivity and holidays.
Yeah.
And my memories, so from Italy, what happens is at school we got almost 3 months, two
Yes.
full months
Yeah.
of holiday. Then, but not most of parents don't have 2 months of
No, that's why they
annual
send them
leave.
to summer camp.
Yeah, they go to summer camp, or they go to, if they have grandparents, you spend time with grandparents who are usually retired, so they have plenty of time. But I remember, I was thinking, when I was a kid, and maybe it's an experience common for most people, we all most of us grew up in family with our parents and kids, and there's a sort of routine, is a daily life, which in my memory isn't exciting, because parents are rarely excited about their job, at least the generation of my parents. They consider job like something you have to do as a responsible adult. You do this because that helps you to provide to your family.
Well, my mom wasn't working, and my dad, he was happy to go to work, so he was going out of the house, to be honest.
Yes, see, you wouldn't describe your family like joyful.
Well, no.
Okay.
Far from it.
And so job becomes either the main drive of life, like it's what brings people outside the house, it's what pays the bills, but also it what makes them feel sometimes resentful and angry, and they dream about weekend, holiday, retirement.
Yeah.
Because so that's the main goal, the main milestone they hope to achieve.
Yeah.
And I believe growing up in this cycle, we grew up with the same idea, but the good thing, without kids, I would like to say we broke the chain, we broke the spell.
Yeah.
So we do not have to. I would like to do sort of a light-hearted episode where we just give tips to each other, to our people who are listening, about how can you make the most of your everyday life, because we don't have kids, we are our own kids, so let's take care of our inner child. So do you have any tips, Romina? Any things that we can do without waiting for the next holiday, the next bank holiday, the next coronation, or the next summer holiday? Do you have any tip of, even on a Monday? Can we make Monday good?
Well, it depends what you do for work. Like I admit, that my full-time job is being disabled, so I have more time than most people. So I can go anywhere I want, anytime.
Okay.
Whenever I want. So I like to. To be fair, I don't like to go to places during the weekend, because it's busier, obviously, because the people who have normal jobs, they tend to go
True.
out and about on a Saturday and Sunday.
It's true. Like I'm a comedian. That means my job is mainly in the evening or weekends. But
But then, depending on your gigs, you also can go anywhere you want on a Monday or a Tuesday.
yes,
But
and
your wife works.
yes, she works from home, but sometimes she has meeting in real life, how they say.
Yeah.
But the good thing
But
is
it's a
that
Monday to Friday job that she does.
yeah,
or?
she could get she could move things around, but she tends to keep the weekend free.
Yeah.
But
you see, she keeps the weekend free. So if you go somewhere, your plans that it will be at the weekend. But then often you have gigs at the
yes,
weekend.
she likes to come to see me gigging when she can, so that's
But
good.
would you rather to move things around in a way that you can go somewhere Monday or Tuesday. That is
Oh yeah,
quieter.
she also manage sometimes if there's some admin she rather does in the weekend so that she can have a weekday that is free.
Yeah.
So we can have a walk. We like to walk every day.
Yeah.
When I work outside town, I don't have to be worried about I don't know who's gonna bring the kids to school or stuff.
Yeah,
I can.
but all this kind of planning that we were talking about, we can do this kind of planning because we don't have kids. If we had kids, well, the kids they must go to school.
Oh yes,
You can't skip
yes.
school.
No, it's true. It's true.
Otherwise, you get, I don't know. It's not that you get a fine, but they will call you in.
I think it's
and
not.
it's because the kid must go. They can't skip school.
No, that's true. But also every day, so we like to have a walk. The good thing is we do not have to think about other people. I know it sounds selfish, but it's a good way. I think it's not selfish in
I
a way
love
that
selfish because
like,
I am selfish.
it would be selfish if we had the duty to help someone we refuse to do, but we make sure there's no one else apart my partner and I, my wife and I, and so we can do as we like. Of course, we also see friends and we also see family when we can and when we want. But every day, even on Monday, you want to have a walk in the park, you go for a walk in the park. You want to see a movie, you watch a movie. You want to have a dinner out, you can try and go to have dinner out. And who's
You
gonna
can be spontaneous.
Yes, you don't have to plan
Yeah,
everything in advance.
absolutely. And you don't need to go through that terrible thing of the school run. Have you ever heard of that? The school run?
What's the school run?
You don't know what the school run is when you drop off and pick up your kids from school.
Oh.
Which is madness. I mean, have you ever been out and about around 3 o'clock?
Yeah.
Buses are just packed and the traffic is just madness. So I normally avoid those times
You're right. Yes.
of the day.
Yeah, we can choose
go.
to avoid. You can choose to go off peak, and we can
Also because normally on those times, mums they go out with prams as well, and this is always the fight: wheelchair pram
Oh yes.
for me. So I tend to avoid
To be in
those
competition
fights.
with
No, because some parents are responsible, and when they see me there, they fold up the pram or they get off. Others they just don't care. They just don't care, and they say you wait for the next one. And maybe it's pissing down rain, and who cares?
But also, I was because I've been recently in Switzerland, and Swiss people, I was told that they like to plan in advance. I don't think they are the only one. Also, in Northern Europe, generally, like they have a lot of planning, and their quality of life is quite high. They can go hiking in the mountain, and I met more people having a stroll in the woods, but very close to the city in Zurich than I met in the actual streets. There were more people in the nature with their kids. And I thought this planning is probably very helpful with kids because you have the commitment that kids have with school or sports, and then you work around that commitment, and you plan the pizza night maybe, or the play date with friends and stuff. So this planning can be very useful with kids. The good thing when, as you said, you can be spontaneous. We do not have to answer to anyone else.
And I love for me it's the best when you can be spontaneous, because the best things come out of it. Like, some days maybe I'm at home and I don't want to do anything, and I kind of force myself just to go out, and then the best things happen.
Yeah, and you only listen to yourself. So are you up for a walk? Yes, let's go outside if there's good weather. Maybe you even like it rains but not too much. Maybe you fancy having a tea in a coffee place that will be probably empty at that time, because everybody is if you can, of course this helps if you have a self-employed job that gives you flexible hours. Maybe you can work from a coffee. But even if you are working a 9 to 5, in a very corporate environment, and so you already experience rush hour when you go to the job and rush hour at the end. You can, without kids, you can be spontaneous. Okay,
you can be spontaneous.
Yeah.
And another thing, you travel much lighter. Travel not in a way that you travel when you go on holiday, even just to go out.
Yeah.
If you have kids, you always need to have a few snacks,
Oh, true.
some toys or something to keep them entertained or something.
Or you plan something, another kid gets flu or a fever or a coughing. So then, oh no, sorry, you have to cancel. I was supposed to have a city break. We organized everything to go to see maybe Brussels. The kid would never remember because he's 3 years old. But let's say we wanted to go there. But no, now the kids didn't sleep the whole night because it happens. That's normal. They're building up an immune system. So now we are staying. The city break is in the same house. The plan is gone, but we had an insurance. So all these things are less frequent when you are just with your partner, unless your partner doesn't sleep the whole night because they got flu. But then you feel a bit daring and say, let's bring the flu to Brussels.
Yeah.
Let's man up. Let's see if we can don't do. Yeah, sorry, we shouldn't talk about this after COVID probably, because that's, I guess, how we get so many variants across Europe. But the good thing is you can still be a bit free. You can.
But you can catch a cold. Even if you don't have kids and you can go somewhere, it can happen.
But but if it's just a cold, it doesn't sound like an excuse. Oh, I wasn't supposed to come to your place, but I'm.
Well, after COVID, I think.
Yes, after COVID, it works like an excuse.
I think it works like a treat as an excuse.
You're right, but it's like a random cinema night. Maybe on some day when the cinema is less expensive, you phone your partner, or if she's busy, maybe your friends and. Who have not kids, and you go, and there you go, and that's perfect. And you're not a bad parent because, and that's the bad thing, you're not a parent at all. So if you've ever been worried, I might be a bad parent, we got the solution. Don't be a parent at all.
Yeah, that's the perfect solution. But if you already have a kid, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can give you tips when the kid is. Maybe
wait a few years that he's grown up,
or
and
be
then
friends
be
with
free
your
again.
be friends with your neighbors. If the neighbors have kids, make them play together, and then just organize something. But it sounds
summer camp.
Yeah, summer camp, boarding school,
and all that. Anyway, let's get to the end of this episode. We want to hear, as usually, from you. What is your daily routine? What do you do that you are happy that you can do that you wouldn't be able to if you had kids?
Yes, if you are child free, are you making the most of your days and nights and spare time? Let us know how you do, and give us tips if you want. You can write at nokidsnopain@gmail.com or
on our social media, No Kids No Pain, or one word.
Yes.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram is where we are the most anyway. And so that's all from us.
Yes, let us know, and see you next time.
Bye.
Ciao.